Welcome to the Dulaty Water for Food podcast. Since 2010, the Dulaty Water for Food Global Institute at the University of Nebraska has worked toward one goal, a food and water secure world, one in which global food security is ensured without compromising the use of water to meet other essential human and environmental needs. It's a daunting vision, but one that is vitally important. This podcast amplifies the voices of those making waves in this space. We hope you enjoy today's episode.
Hi, I'm Ann Briggs, Public Relations and Engagement Coordinator, and your guest host for today's episode of the Water for Food podcast. A few months ago, we chatted with Dan Snow, the Water Sciences Lab Director, about his work in Central Asia. Since 2013, Dan and other researchers in the University of Nebraska system have collaborated with faculty and students in Central Asian institutes to improve water quality research across the globe. The purpose of this effort is to share the University of Nebraska's knowledge and expertise in water quality research with a region that has limited resources and important water quality issues to address. Central Asian countries face similar water resource issues as the Northern Great Plains, including Nebraska. Both landlocked regions have a history of intensive agricultural production and face similar challenges in water supply, drought, and contamination. As the economy improves in Kazakhstan and surrounding countries, investments are being made to build capacity in not only agricultural production, but also science and engineering research. Water research is high on that list of priorities, given uneven distribution of water resources, a history of contamination from nuclear testing in agriculture, and complications from transboundary water use. The University of Nebraska system is well poised to train Central Asian researchers to tackle these water quality issues. The Water Sciences Lab, part of the Nebraska Water Center and the Dulaty Water for Food Global Institute, has been leading the way in cutting-edge research methodology for a variety of water quality concerns. Specific methodologies of interest to collaborations with Central Asian institutes include neonicotinoid pesticides, uranium contamination, pharmaceuticals in municipal wastewater, and wastewater treatment technologies for developing countries. To learn more about this partnership, you can visit centralasiawater.unl.edu. In today's podcast, we'll be continuing the conversation by bringing in one of Dan Snow's collaborators who is based in Kazakhstan, Dr. Marjan Kalmakhanova. Marjan is an associate professor in the Department of Chemistry and Chemical Technology at M.Kh Dulaty Taraz Regional University in Kazakhstan. While Dan was in Kazakhstan this fall to teach trainings in water quality research, we chatted with him and Marjan about the importance and impact of global partnerships in water quality research. Thank you both for joining me today. I'm excited to talk about the collaborations that you guys have had working on water quality research. So the first question that I have is for Marjan, and I'd love to hear just the story of how you got to where you are today. So could you tell us a bit about where you grew up, your early career experiences, and what made you interested in water quality research?
My name is Marjan. I am head of the Department of Chemistry and Chemical Technology in Taraz Regional University that's situated in Kazakhstan, in Taraz city. I am from Taraz and grew up in Taraz, but as all students have a dream like to study in the big cities, and I was studied in the capital of our Kazakhstan. It's called Astana, in the Eurasian National University. After finishing my bachelor degree, I studied in Maastricht, but arrived to our city, to our university, and start my master studying here. And in this time, I think my career level starting, because in master we start doing research works related with water quality to preparation of the adsorbent and catalyst that we can use for water treatment. After master study, I continue with my PhD, and exactly in PhD, I start more interested in water quality because our region not our region, I think it's general, all country having problems with the water, like the quality of the water. And one of the problem in my city, it was also the problems with the water. To have a water quality is better. And in my PhD study, I started collaborating with foreign professors, and my first collaboration was with Portugal. It's Bragança Polytechnic Institute, and we start doing adsorbent and catalyst that we can use for wastewater treatment. And after that, when I was finished my PhD, I did my defense. I took my degree of PhD, and like all in my career, it's starting maybe with master and continuing by PhD. And now I am a professor in department doing my research and science projects, and also related with water quality.
Great. So you started your international collaborations through your PhD. How did your work in Portugal lead you to get connected with the University of Nebraska and with other institutions in the US?
Yeah, how I got a collaboration with the Nebraska University, it's starting with an interesting story. I met Daniel Snow when he was organizing workshop in our city, and I was contributing helping organizing this workshop with my students. And in this workshop, I met Daniel Snow, and we start having collaboration. And in this workshop we had a practice or task to make a project that we can apply for American Council projects. And for lucky we applied this project, and this project was won. And it was a project from American Council related with the education program, improve on the development of environmental science between Nebraska University and the Taraz Regional University. This project was during 10 months, and we're working with Daniel Snow. We had a lot of practice from him, experience. My students also was happy that we having a collaboration with Nebraska University. And after that project, we have in Kazakhstan projects funding from Science Ministry. And the second project, we also applied with Nebraska University, and we won this project. It's projects for 3 years, and now we are in a second year, and we are doing good jobs related with solving the problems of our Taraz regional water resources, including water treatment systems that we want to improve here.
So the first grant was to expand on environmental science education. Was there already an environmental science education program at the Taraz University, or did you guys create a new program through the funding that was won in the first round?
This program we already had in our university, but we wanted improving to having experience of Nebraska University and make it more like the Nebraska University.
Great. So that leads me into my next question. Can you tell me a little bit about the value of these international partnerships when it comes to water quality research?
For research, I think it's important to have collaboration with other universities, and especially with universities foreign universities, because our university, it's we are situated in small city. It's not big city, Taraz, and of course for university it's a big chance to have collaboration with such university as Nebraska University. I was in Nebraska, and I was very happy that I was there, because I saw a lot of things related with our research work, and also the capacity of the Nebraska University, of course, it's high. And for us, it's lucky, I mean, that we have a collaboration.
Could you also tell me about something surprising or interesting that you've learned through these collaborations?
Yeah, as I told, when I was in Nebraska, when I saw water center, the laboratory of Daniel Snow, I was surprised with for researcher, it's more important to see equipment, a lot of high quality equipment, and also the research works there. And generally, the systems of the Nebraska University, the education process that they having. And it was my first trip to America. Generally, I am surprised of the America.
So if you had no limit on the time or funding that you could put into this program, what would you like to see happen through your collaboration with both the University of Nebraska and other U.S. institutes in the future?
We have a lot of plans. We have a lot of ideas related to our research work. So we are not stopping. We have we started with 2 projects. Now we are applying for the next projects, and each project it's a new ideas that we can create in our research work. Of course, in future I would like to have also with other university collaboration with America, and I think it's just beginning our success in research, and I believe that we'll have more projects and more collaboration, student exchange, and it's also important. For example, Daniel Snow now it's a supervisor of our PhD students, and it's a good chance for our PhD students that they have the opportunity to go to Nebraska University during, for example, 1 or 2 months doing their research work related with their thesis. And future plans, it's of course we have a lot of things to make it happen.
So, Dan, you are there in person right now. Can you tell us a little bit about the work that you guys are able to do together these past couple of weeks since you're physically both in Kazakhstan right now?
Well, a couple of things that I've been doing, lectures. I give lectures to the students in the chemistry department, and I did a seminar last week, and I'll give another seminar basically talking about the work that we've been involved with in Kazakhstan and in Nebraska, and how I feel like there's a lot of connections between the land and the water resources in the United States and in Kazakhstan. I've also been helping Marjan and her students set up some equipment in her laboratory and helping and teaching her students how to run the equipment. It's just been an amazing trip.
That's great. So are these seminars more focused on research that has been done or on sharing the environmental science education opportunities or something else? Can you tell me a bit about the content of the seminars and maybe who the normal attendees?
Yeah. Well, the first seminar was about water quality research, kind of what we've been doing in Nebraska and the United States. Most of what I talked about last week had to do with contamination of groundwater and how we're dealing with those issues, what we've learned about those issues. And then I talked a little bit about the project that I had with El-Farabi, Kazakh National University in the Sirdarya Basin, presented some of the work that we did there. So I was trying to connect with the faculty at Dulaty University and show them that we've done a lot of good science here, and that I intend to do a lot more. The seminar tomorrow will be more about science education. I'll talk about our Know Your Well program and about how citizen science can be used to improve environmental science education.
Great. And I know Marjan shared a bit about the value of these partnerships. Dan, can you speak about that a little bit too? This is something that you've been doing for, I think, 10 years now. So I'd love to hear what keeps bringing you back to Kazakhstan and what keeps it exciting to be involved in these types of programs.
Well, to me, it's inspiring to be here and to be able to share what I've learned over the past about 40 years of work that I've done in water, and especially the students that I run into, the enthusiastic students and the professors that really want to learn as much as they can, and try to understand how to manage water and natural resources here in this country. It inspires me every day.
Well, those are all the questions that I had prepared. I don't know if there's anything else that you guys would like to add while we are talking about this.
I want to say that it's good that we are giving interview and I think for us it's really good experience to have working with such professor as Daniel Snow from Nebraska University, and we are working to have a good science for our Kazakhstan also, and also with some capacity that we have also working with Nebraska University.
Thank you. To learn more about this partnership, you can visit centralasiawater.unl.edu.
Thanks for joining us this time on the Dulaty Water for Food podcast. Make sure to visit our website, waterforfood.nebraska.edu, to view show notes or subscribe so you don't miss future episodes.